You know, it takes quite a willpower to come back from this many injuries and still keep trying again. And we're not talking about any injury, we're talking about career-ending injuries. Today's story is about Ronaldo. And no, we're not talking about Cristiano, we're talking about Ronaldo El Fenomeno, the original Ronaldo, you know, the Ronaldo before Ronaldo. But the question is, what makes his story so unique? Well, stick around to find out, because we're gonna talk about the heartbreak and the redemption of the Brazilian Ronaldo. Right, so, for the younger guys who don't remember Ronaldo in his peak, he was the perfect PlayStation striker. Defenders could only watch and hope. There was only one way to stop him, and that was with a gun. He was the perfect YouTube footballer before YouTube even existed. He was just on a different level. There was God, there was Jesus, and then there was Ronaldo. So, let's go back to the late 90s to the city of Milano. At the time, AC Milan was a premier team of the city, while Inter was, let's just say the other team in town. In a bid to close the gap to the top, Inter was purchasing really top players. And then, there was Ronaldo El Fenomeno. He wasn't just a signing, he was a statement by the club. With Ronaldo, Inter was no longer the other team in town. And there was no surprise. The first couple of years, he was just amazing. If you were defending against him, all you could do is pray to everything you believed in and just hope for the best. But then, the injuries began. In November 1999, in what was supposed to be an easy game against Lecce, Ronaldo ruptured a tendon in his right knee. This was a serious injury, but Ronaldo went away, determined to come back stronger than ever. After months of recovery, he finally came back in May 2000 in a cup final game against Lazio. Inter were losing the game, and they needed their superstar to turn the game around. However, after coming in from the bench, the superstar looked quite vulnerable. With the ball at his feet and the Lazio defense in front of him, this normally smelled a goal. But Ronaldo's right knee just collapsed. There was no challenge from a defender. He instantly fell to the ground, crying in pain. He only lasted 6 minutes on the pitch. The whole world was watching in horror. I personally remember watching that game, and I still remember that incident. A long battle with the injury meant that he was gonna miss the entire 2000-2001 season with Inter. His career looked over. All that promise and superstardom suddenly gone at the age of 23. But against all odds, Ronaldo would rise again, but not with Inter. But before we talk about Ronaldo's comeback and redemption, don't forget to leave a like or comment. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm, as a lot of time goes into making these videos. So, after 2 operations and a hit and miss season, Ronaldo was aiming to get ready for the World Cup in 2002. He didn't play much in that season, and when he did, he was out of Inter's tactical plan. Having lost the league title on the final day of the season, many had doubts on Ronaldo's participation in the World Cup. Eventually, the Brazilian national coach took a gamble and named Ronaldo in his World Cup squad. The hopes and fears of a nation rested on Ronaldo's shoulders to shine. And shine he did. Along with Rivaldo and Ronaldinho, Brazil set the whole tournament alight with beauty and flair. Ronaldo silenced his doubters with his goals and brilliance. They beat China, Costa Rica, Belgium, England, and Turkey to reach the final. Aside from England, Ronaldo scored against all these teams. The final against Germany was defined by a duel between Ronaldo and the finest goalkeeper of that time, Oliver Kahn. The German goalkeeper was rock solid throughout the tournament, and indeed was having a solid game in the final as well. But then, the moment happened. A mistake from Oliver Kahn allowed Ronaldo to score. While you can argue about the fortune of the first goal, Ronaldo's second goal was just class. And that was his 8th goal of the tournament. No one was talking about his injuries anymore. He was on top of the world, once again. Ronaldo's personal nightmare had turned into a fairy tale. A fairy tale that deserves its own Hollywood feature film. So, what do you think about the story today? Ronaldo's legacy remains intact, and even though his knee injuries returned later on, he's done enough to seal his legacy in football history. Even though he played for the fiercest rivals of Barcelona and Real Madrid, Inter and AC Milan, he's still remembered fondly by the fans of all these clubs. I hope you found an appreciation for one of the most iconic football players in history. Is there a football story that you'd like me to cover in a video? Let me know in the comment section below, but be nice to each other. I'm Football Drawn, and I like to tell football stories with comic and drawings. If you enjoyed this video, check out the rest of the channel as well.